What's up, y'all, and welcome back to a Bitch's channel. This week we're talking all about Asian adventures, and to start off, there's Makeup Monday, where I review the Japanese store Diaso and tell you all about their cheap ass makeup and how I fucked up my face pretty hard. There were a lot of products that and some that were yes bitch. So let's go right into this. Makeup, still rocking, looking bomb as shit, but I should probably put some makeup on all of this. So to start off, I'm using the LA Colors liquid makeup foundation in the color Buff. Ooh, they got a fancy ass, is this a pump? They got a cap on a pump up in here, okay. They didn't have any primers or anything, so I'm just going in straight with the foundation. It's a problem. Okay, so it looks like 2 pumps is not enough to cover up any of my problems. So I'm gonna go in again. Ugh, I keep thinking this can just squeeze, but there's a freaking cap on this. So, okay. So that covered up a lot of life problems. You just have to layer it up a lot. So next, moving on to the LA Colors Cover Up Pro Concealer, but this is in the dark color, so I'm gonna use it as contour. So the craziest thing is that this is called a concealer, but they didn't have any light shades at my Diaso, so I don't have it as a concealer shade. Now I can use the tip for my nose. So LA Colors is not a Diaso brand, but they were selling a lot of it at Diaso, and some of the stuff I couldn't find like a Diaso brand or like a Japanese brand at all. I don't know if they just ran out or they don't sell any. So a lot of the products you're gonna see are gonna be LA Colors. So next I have the LA Colors Pro Conceal Concealer. I'm gonna be honest, they didn't have this at Diaso. I actually got this at Ulta, I think. I got it on sale, so it was still like $1.50. Continuing on with the face, you know you got the LA Minerals Press Powder. I got it in the color Natural Beige. Ooh. Okay, that does not look like my color. Okay, this sponge is not working that well. I'm just gonna take a big ass fluffy brush, dust it. I don't know if it's just me or if this color looks very, very orange. Like very orange, like Donald Trump orange or Cheeto orange, but it looks very orange. My face just stopped matching with my neck. Or is that the foundation oxidizing? Okay, whatever, we're gonna keep going. Moving on to the brows. This is a Japanese brand. Ooh. Okay, it's clearly not dark enough. It's also very, very hard. That's what she said. Okay, so that did work decently well, I might add. I just wish it was in my color. Moving on, I have another LA Colors product, and this is the 5-color matte eyeshadow in brown tweed. And I'm really about that matte light. Start by taking this color over here and just patting it all over my eyes. What? Bitch, what? So next, moving on to this shade, I'm just gonna really quickly dust that around the edges as a transition shade. Then going in to the next color. These are like super powdery, but to be expected. They're a lot lighter on the eyes than in the pan, but normally that's what happens. Going in to this one. So then I'm gonna go in with like a little bit of a thinner brush into that same color and just focus it a little bit more intently. The shadows actually applied extremely smoothly. Like, I'm impressed. Going into the black shade right here, I'm gonna dust it off because if I fuck up with black, I'm screwed. Ooh. Bitch. You see this? I see this. Okay, so now moving on to the lid color. I actually got two. I got the LA Colors Jumbo Pencil and the LA Colors Iced Pigment Powder. This is starting to do like a review of LA Colors versus a Diaso haul, but they just had a lot of LA Colors. I'm gonna take this and put it on this eye, and take the pigment and put it on this eye. So let's try it. It's okay. It's not hella pigmented, but it's okay. It's working. It's doing good. You know what? I'm just gonna put it on both eyes and then put the pigment powder on top of it. I mean, it's really easy to apply, so I'm not hating. And it's only $1.50. So I'm gonna take this. Okay, it looks hella chunky as shit, but we gon' try it. Ooh, bitch, but I look like I'm getting turned and it's like 10 a.m. right now. I don't know if it's just me, but that looks hella chunky. I have two liners here. What's the first one from? Of course, the brand called LA Colors, and the second one is actually a Japanese brand. And I got two. They're both each $1.50, so I'm not angry. So I'm gonna do the Japanese brand on this eye and then LA Colors on this eye. Okay, I really like that tip. That was a wingtip that was a lot larger than I was going for. When I try to go back into it, it starts to take away of the liner that's already, you know, placed. But nothing else I can do. If you're looking for a subtle wing, this is not gonna give you a subtle wing. So on the other side, I'm gonna go in with the LA Colors liner. Gosh. Okay, I really hate these type of tips, the kind that are like flat and shit and like not even pointed. Mother asshole, such a mess. As you can see, neither of my wings are matching. This one feels like it's still wet. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm going in with the Diaso Japanese brand one because that's not working. Okay, so I did my best to fix it a little bit. I don't know how well that turned out to be, but I just kind of keep moving. I'm gonna take this eyelash curler from Diaso. And unfortunately, they didn't have mascara when I was there, so I'm just gonna go in with the lashes. I'm gonna eyelash glue this up. That actually applied really easily, and they do make my eyes look bigger. My only thing is that they look highly unnatural. It's the Japanese kind of style, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm vibing this new look or not. Lastly, I'm gonna go in with the LA Colors lipstick, the Pout lip gloss that's matte. Never heard of a matte lip gloss before. I feel like I kind of look like one of those really fucked up looking Barbie dolls, you know, if Barbies were Asian. Ooh, bitch. I got like purple on my lids. I got bright pink lips. I look like I'm badly shittily suntan. I don't know if the camera's catching this. Okay, so the lipstick concluded this look. I'm gonna zoom you guys out and talk about what I liked and what I didn't like and my overall thoughts. Still can't get over the Asian Barbie look that I'm going for right now. I'm like, Starting with the foundation, at first it seemed pretty good and it color matched, then I think it oxidized or it turned really orangey. I looked like Donald Trump's twin. It didn't have a lot of coverage. This was just not worth the money at all. Next is the concealer and the contour that was actually a concealer too. So like I said, this isn't from Diaso, but it's the same LA Colors brand. This brand is sold in many other places. This is definitely a yes for me. I recommend you go out to Ulta or somewhere to get it. It's really worth it. And this is a very, very warm brown tone shade. I don't know if it's just this shade or if like the other colors are like this too. It looked horrible on top of that non-working foundation, but I think it'll work pretty well if you get the right shade, and it blended pretty nicely, so I'd say yes for this. Moving on to the brows. Now this brow was like very hard at first, but when you layer it on, it works, it fills in your brows, and it does the job. I just wish it offered more shades because I think they only have like this natural brown tone shade. If you have like a brown brow, this would work really well. If you don't have dark bitches like me, perfect. On to the eyes. As you guys know, I love this eyeshadow palette, so I'm not gonna ramble about how amazing it is. Worth the money, $2, yes bitch. Now, these two. I really like this. At first I was like, it's not pigmented enough, but it's okay after all. I really enjoyed it. This, on the other hand, this ice pigment powder was horrible. It was chunky, hard to apply. It took me forever. There was a shit ton of fallout. I am not about this one, so this is also a no. This is a yes. Moving on to the liner. So I had two, remember? I had this Japanese one and the LA Colors one. The LA Colors one like spilled everywhere. I couldn't fuck around with it, so I just tossed it. This one is definitely a yes. The other one is a no. This created a pretty nice wing. I really enjoyed it, and it's pretty inky. So you go, Japanese brand eyeliner. Now moving on to the lashes. The lash curler, it did the job. You don't need like a super expensive lash curler, so I definitely think $1.50 is really worth it. The lashes. This is definitely really Japanese-esque. American lashes don't really look like this style. It's more natural. I really enjoyed it. It applied pretty well, and it did make my lashes look longer. So yes for me. Lipstick. I really enjoyed this lipstick. It was matte. There is like no transfer. I should have just exfoliated a little bit more. That is something to know, but it's $1.50 and it's really worth it. So that basically concludes this week's Makeup Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it, and I'll see y'all next video.